One of the things that makes a Jurassic Park movie is watching dinosaurs kill people, and boy have we ever seen all kinds of deaths over the years. Well, hopefully this will satisfy your curiosity. If this was to be a top 10 video, consider these the last 5, making it a total of 10 deaths. Remember, it's based off my own opinion, so let's get started. Starting off this countdown is Vic Hoskins. Hoskins always had this idea that raptors would make perfect soldiers. While Owen tried to warn him that it's a bad idea, Hoskins wouldn't hear any of it. Well, his denial turns into a reality as Delta confronts him. He tries to calm her down like Owen, but Delta rejects him and bites him right on the arm, likely breaking it. Then she starts biting at his facial area. Finally, Delta finishes him off by mauling him, leaving a splatter of blood behind. Now let's watch that again.
I'm on your side.
If you listen carefully, you can hear Hoskins gagging as he's being attacked, and you can hear Delta chewing him. Although you can't see it, she's most likely ripped out his throat. I'll play it one more time.
I'm on your side.
A fitting yet grim reminder that raptors are nobody's tools. Udesky. This one was a popular opinion in my last Brutal Deaths video, and I was very close to putting it in said video in the first place, but it didn't end up making the cut until now. Everyone's on the run from the raptors. Udesky manages to get separated from the group. Just when he thinks he's got away from the raptors, another raptor attacks him. He's trying to crawl away, but the raptor stabs him right in the back with his claw. But that's not all. The raptor only wounded him for their trap. God knows what kind of pain is searing through his body, assuming he can even feel it. Afterwards, the raptor finishes Udesky off by breaking his neck. Who could forget that classic scene where the T-Rex rampages through San Diego? Well, I know one person who wishes they could forget. The unlucky bastard. He just so happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. When the T-Rex is running down the streets, everyone else is running to get away. The man tried to sneak away, but he was too slow. The T-Rex was hungry, and it found the perfect snack. He picks the man up and bites down on him. Just listen to those sounds. He's still kicking and gagging, getting his guts eaten out while he's still barely alive. Now that's gotta hurt. I guess that's why they call him the unlucky bastard. Carter. Carter had some of the worst luck in this movie. While everyone's being chased by the T-Rex, he gets knocked down. To add insult to injury, everyone's trampling him while he's face down in the water. You can even hear him choking. By the time he gets up, the foot comes down as the T-Rex crushes him to death. Bones broken, insides mushed, just flattened. He even ends up getting stuck to the bottom of the T-Rex's foot like when you step in gum. After he gets unstuck, the only thing left is his flattened, mangled body. Let's watch that one more time. Man, just smashed. Joffrey, the death that started it all. It was supposed to be an easy job. Lock the cage in place, open the door, let the raptor in, close the door. Done. Simple, right? Well, not in this case. The raptor rams the cage and frees it from its locks, and then pulls Joffrey into the cage. He's getting his leg chewed on again and again, and based on his screams, it's extremely painful. It also goes on for a long time. The workers try to rescue him by shocking the raptor, but it doesn't work. The damage is already done, as Joffrey becomes the first of many deaths in this iconic series. Starting off our list at number 5 is Dieter Stark. Dieter didn't think the compies were dangerous. He actually tormented one with a taser just for fun. But when he gets lost in the jungle, he's attacked by a whole pack of compies and learns the hard way how wrong he was. The compies bite at him like bulldogs and they mangle him into a bloody mess. He tries to run, but they chase him through the jungle and finish him off, piece by piece, slowly and painfully. Dennis Nedry, the saboteur of Jurassic Park himself. It's all thanks to him that Jurassic Park fell into chaos. With the park's power out and the dinosaurs free, he sneaks away with stolen dinosaur embryos. But just before he reaches the docks, he runs into a Dilophosaurus. So what does he do? Taunts it with a stick. The Dilophosaurus responds by spitting venom in his face. The first time it misses, but the second time he gets hit right in the eyes. He screams in pain as he's clawing at his face in agony. Imagine having that stuff burn away at your eyeballs. The venom slowly starts to paralyze your body as you get eaten alive, because that's exactly what happens to Nedry here. He retreats to his car, but the Dilophosaurus is right there waiting for him. A brutal but fitting end for the man responsible for the disaster of Jurassic Park. Now, just before I wrap up the number 4 spot, I actually wanted to mention that in the novel Jurassic Park, Nedry's death is way more gruesome than how it's shown in the movie. He's literally blinded by the Dilophosaurus' venom, then he gets slashed across his stomach and he's holding his guts as they fall out of him. Then the Dilophosaurus picks him up by the head and shakes him around like crazy. Since the movie was originally targeted for kids, I can see why that wasn't put in the movie there. But all the same, a brutal death for Dennis Nedry, rightfully earning himself the title of 4th most brutal death in Jurassic Park. Robert Muldoon. He saw firsthand just how deadly the raptors were, and he never doubted their intelligence. Throughout the film, he couldn't stress enough how dangerous they were. He even said that they should all be destroyed. So Ellie and Muldoon leave to turn the park's power back on, but on their way, he realizes that they're being hunted by the raptors, so he stays behind. Being a skilled hunter, he tracks the raptor through the jungle and thinks he's got her cornered. But little did he know that he walked right into a trap, and it was too late by the time he figured it out. Just as he's about to shoot the seemingly unaware raptor, another raptor ambushes him from the side. All he could do is say his famous last line as the raptor jumps out and slashes him open.
Clever girl.
Eddie CARR. This one came down to a split decision for the number 2 spot, no pun intended. After the T-Rexes attacked the trailers and left, Eddie arrived. While he's trying to save his friends' lives, the T-Rexes come back to finish what they started. They demolish his car like it's nothing. Of course, Eddie's gun gets stuck and he can't defend himself. He's kicking and screaming as the T-Rexes get closer to him. Finally, the T-Rexes pick him up and literally rip him in two. Now watch that again and listen carefully. It's only for about a second, but you can still hear Eddie screaming while his head's in the T-Rex's mouth. On top of that, you can hear his bones breaking. Not a good way to go. For a long time, a lot of people thought that this was the most brutal death in the series. Until today. ZARA, from the newest film in the series, Jurassic World. This one's special for a lot of reasons. It's the first female death in a Jurassic Park movie. It was the perfect way to show us the newest dinosaurs in action, and in my opinion, it's the most brutal and gruesome death in the entire series. One of the escaped pteranodons swoops down, grabs Zara, and tosses her around like a ball to the other pteranodons. After that, she's dropped from about 50 feet up in the air and into the water. She tries to swim back up, but before she can even swim a few feet, the pteranodons dive bomb under the water and attack her some more. She's repeatedly pulled out of the water and dunked under again, all while she's choking and screaming for her life. Then out of nowhere, Zara and the pteranodon get devoured by the mosasaurus. Now you might be thinking that the mosasaurus just swallowed her whole and that's it, but no, there's more to it than that. A mosasaurus actually has a second set of teeth along the roof of its mouth that holds down and shreds food as it eats. They're like meat hooks, and we know that Zara fit right inside its mouth. As the mosasaurus was eating, the secondary teeth held down Zara as it took another bite of the pteranodon. Zara was shredded to bits by the time it swallowed her. To me, this is, without a doubt, the most brutal death in the whole series. I nearly jumped out of my seat when I first saw this in the trailer. I mean, it's still being talked about all over the internet. Google it and see it for yourself. People are going to be talking about this one for a long time, just like they're still talking about Jurassic Park today, even after 22 years. And who knows what we're going to see when Jurassic World 2 comes out. We'll just have to wait and see. So that wraps up my list of the top 5 most brutal deaths in the Jurassic Park movies. Did you agree with my list or disagree? Who do you think got it the worst? Talk about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Well, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I got other Jurassic Park videos on the way and other stuff on my channel for you to check out in the meantime. See you next time.